It's starting to feel now like it's almost like, are these as valuable as we're making them out to be? Or the fact that they're putting it on him for however many games, they did say multiple games, and then they're going to take it off to put it into cards, many cards, and they're going to give him some, I think, too.
Yeah.
Is that as cool as the rookie debut patch?
No, the rookie debut patch is singularly, legitimately, as I think Mahan said earlier, it might have been Ruben, one of them, like, it might legitimately be the greatest innovation in sports cards in a long time. It's rare to come by that. It's novel, but it's not gimmicky. It was a really smart move because we live in a time where the manufacturers, which Fanatics inherited via Topps in the present zeitgeist of the hobby, every player has 2, 3, 20,000 different rookie cards. And in baseball in particular, where they launched these debut patches, you know, it's Bowman first or bust in a lot of ways. Like the Bowman first autos in particular, because it's their first card. There's no other Bowman firsts, really have carried a premium. They stand out amongst the crowd. And basketball and football don't have that in the same pedigree. They have college jersey stuff, but it hasn't caught up in any kind of significant way. So they managed to really create a card, one and only one card, that stands out in the sea of the rest as like a true iconic piece to compete with like the Bowman Super Auto. And, you know, those two things kind of stand up against each other. And I think the debut patch has sort of already taken that. That's not easy to do, to like just come up with an idea, have it take off really fast, and not have it be really based on hype. There's hype around it, but it's like, I think it's legitimately warranted. So I think those were genius. And I've been happy to give flowers where they're due, as I'm, I guess, sitting here wearing a Topps hoodie. The award winner patches that they give to like the Cy Young and the MVPs in the following season, I think they look amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they should wear them for every game of the year. Maybe they should only wear those for the opening game that they play in the following season, and maybe those should just go into one and only one thing. I will say I really wanted to try to get a Tarek Skubal. I would have loved to have the Tarek Skubal Chris Sale like dual patch with the autos, but I don't remember how much it went for, but it was like 100 times what I would have been able to pay for it.
Yeah.
So I'm bummed in a sense with both of those that I don't want to say I'll never own one, but like they just have gone up to a price range where even like scrub relief pitchers only pitch one time for the Tigers. I don't want to pay for it. You know, They're really cool. The LeBron one to me is like kitschy, gimmicky. I mentioned on Cards on the Table, I think it looks like an FC Barcelona logo, like the colors they chose. It reminds me, I was staring, I'm like, where have I seen this before? And then I realized, I'm like, oh, it's like a Barca logo. Like it conjures up Messi, not LeBron for me or something. And I don't love the design of the logo. I think they would have been much better off making it look really fancy like the gold ones that they do for baseball, and doing something special with like a 23 and just a gold logo man or something would have been much cooler than this like brand new kind of goofy looking thing. All that being said, just from a purely business perspective, I don't know if I'd throw the word genius at it, but it's going to work. People are going to lose their minds for this.
Yep.
The cards are going to go for a crazy premium. I'd be careful if I were somebody in the market for one of those, some LeBron super collector, or if I were Kevin O'Leary wanting to pay big money for some card, to make sure I understand just how many of those patches are going to make it into cards. Because I think Topps was still making Wemby rookies in 2025.
Yeah.
When it was 2023, you know, they came out with Mercury and were like, this is his RPA. And then they released like 3 more sets with RPAs in them. So just be careful with that type of scenario. I don't know what happens to the rest of them. It's weird to just like pull them off and be like, here you go, LeBron. Is he going to like give it to his friends? Or, so I think they should have just done it for like one significant game or something. And maybe for the Sacramento game where they said he started his career, and just be done with it. Like, that would be more significant.
Yeah, and for anybody who's not familiar, it is the chalk toss, the iconic chalk toss outline, a silhouette of him doing that. Yeah. Did you ever watch the TV show Arrested Development?
A little bit, yeah.
So there was a character called Steve Holt, and he would go Steve Holt and hold up his hands over his head, and that's what the silhouette to me looks like in the patch is Steve Holt.
It could have been more like arms out instead of like touchdown.
Right.
It's like, now that I'm thinking about this, what would have been really iconic and amazing to do, maybe, and less gimmicky, would be make it look really premium, logo man, do something, and instead of maybe trying to put the chalk toss on the patch, just have the logo man or something, and or some other. I guess they tried to do an iconic image instead of Jerry West. I get it, but he does the chalk toss. Get an image of him doing that at the Sacramento game where he's going to wear the patch, and then turn that into the card, some really cool, like dramatic looking thing with the patch and an auto on it. And like, don't overdo it. Just, one and done.
Yeah. Agreed.